your spine to be upright and straight. If you need a pillow or a higher surface underneath your hips, feel free to take that to really feel your sitting bones grounded on your mat. Allow your breath to become deeper. Just use the beginning of the practice to observe where you are at today. Let the breath travel all along your spine. Full yogic breathing from belly to the chest, through the clavicles. Allow the exhale to be a little slower than the inhale, to calm down your mind. See if you can relax anything in your body already before we start moving. Take 5 more full yogic breathing here. Let the breath anchor you in the present moment. In your practice right here and now. And we bring our hands in front of our chest in Anjali Mudra. And begin this practice by chanting 3 Oms together. Exhale all the air out and inhale to begin. Bow your chin to your chest and just find a moment of gratitude. Now bring your arms overhead, reach up tall. And exhale, twist over the right side so the right palm is in your midline behind your sacrum and your left hand can guide you into the twist. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to full breathing here. Inhale, come up, both arms up. And exhale, twist to the other side. See that you can pull the shoulders down, away from the ears. Inhale, come back up with both of your arms. Exhale, side bend to the right. You can just place your hand down or really come onto the forearm, but both of the sitting bones want to stay on the mat. deep breath here. Come back up, elongate your spine and side bend to the other side. In a space where you can breathe, so your body can relax into the pose. Inhale, come back up. Just place your hands behind, drop your head back, open the front of your body gently. Exhale, release and walk the hands forward. Just drop the forehead towards the mat. Take a moment to really feel the earth, the grounding. Walk your hands back underneath the shoulders so you can roll over your crossed legs and come into a tabletop position. Shoulders in one line with your hands. Let's do some circles here. Shift the hips back to the heels. With your inhale, come forward over your hands and make the circle as big and as wide as it feels good for you. Really try to roll through all your joints, maybe close the eyes and loosen the head, if that's okay for your neck. And then we reverse the direction. If you can integrate your whole spine, shift your hips from side to side. Circle around your own center. And then let the motion fade out. Come back to stillness and shift back into a child's pose. Forehead to the mat. You can bring the knees apart or together. Ask yourself, what do you need today to relate in a good way to your practice, to your body? Whenever this flow is too much for you, you can come back into this pose and just withdraw yourself for a moment here. Inhale, come back up into your tabletop position. And shift your hips back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to arrive here, maybe bend one leg at a time. Shake the head out, bend both knees, whatever feels good. And then arrive in your down dog. Feel your hands and feet planted on your mat. And walk your feet back to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Let yourself hang loose on top of your legs. Bend your knees slightly to roll up all the way into standing position. Take your arms overhead. And exhale, just roll along your spine all the way down like a leaf. 2 more times. Inhale, bend, reach up. See how high you can reach. And exhale, bend and sink into yourself. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Stay for one more breath here. Let the backs of the legs just release. If you need to bend the knees anytime, feel free. And then come back up into your Tadasana standing position, and we start with doing some sun salutations. Bring your hands in front of your chest, close your eyes, and find your personal intention for your class today. And I want to invite you to observe how you relate to each posture, to yourself throughout this flow. Inhale, bring the arms up and back, Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Step the right leg back into a low lunge, reach up with your chest. Left leg plank, bring the knees, chest and chin to the mat, Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale, lift up into your cobra, elbows close. Exhale, shift the hips back to the heels. And then come back into your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Lift in your heart. Exhale, both feet meet, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach back slightly. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side, inhale, reach up and back. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Step the left leg back. Reach up with your inhale. Exhale, back to plank. Knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Step forward. Lift your chest with your inhale. Exhale, both feet meet, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come back up. Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, forward, full Uttanasana. Right leg steps back. Reach up with your chest. And exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Lift from your back instead of your hands. Exhale, shift back to your heels to arrive back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Reach with your chest. Both feet meet, full Uttanasana. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, hold forward. Left leg steps back. Low lunge. Both feet meet in plank. Knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Step forward, low lunge on the left side. Exhale, both feet meet, full Uttanasana. Inhale, Uttanasana, reach up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. We're gonna do one more round, but we're gonna stay a little longer in the pauses, and I'm gonna offer some variations to go a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach up and back. Stay for one more breath. Allow the front of the body to open, squeeze your buttocks to support the slight back bend here. And then exhale. Reach forward. Step back with your right leg. Bring the back knee down and come up with your torso so you can use both hands on the top leg and really sink the right hip down. By pressing your hands into the leg, you will increase the distance a little bit and it intensifies the stretch. If it's too much, you can just stay upright. Take 2 more deep breaths in the front of your hip flexor on the right side. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, release. Bring the hands back. Step back into your plank. Stay in your plank for a moment here. Find a good alignment from the shoulders all the way down to the feet. Push out of the shoulders. Hold for 1 more breath. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, come into your cobra. But this time bring the arms to the side like wings and really lift from the strength in your back. Exhale, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Come on the toes and see if you can push up all the way back into your plank. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Reach up with the right leg. And step it forward in between your hands. Low lunge, reach forward with your chest. And then come back up, place both of the hands on the knee on this side as well. If you want to use the pressure by pressing against the knee, feel free to do so. Otherwise, just let the left hip really sink and release into the stretch. See that your hips are going forward in one straight line. One more deep breath here. And exhale, release both hands down, step the left foot forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come up and back, Uddhvastasana. Exhale, find your Tadasana. One more time on the left side with another variation. Reach back into your back bend, stay for 1 more breath. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Step back with the left leg. Low lunge. Come up. Let the hips sink forward. You can just interlace the elbows behind the back and kind of reach up with your chest. If you want more, you can interlace the hands behind and even reach the head back and even pull the hands away from your lower back to open the front. Exhale, release. Plant both hands down, step back with the right leg. Stay in plank. This time shift onto the right hand and right side, side plank. If it's too much, you can bring down your knee. Otherwise, squeeze your body in one straight line, left hand up. If that's possible, if you want more, you can lift the left foot up as well. Exhale, come back to plank. Let's try the other side. Left foot is your foundation on the outer edge. See that your left shoulder is directly above the left wrist, right arm up. Push out of your shoulder, reach up with your right hand. 1 more breath here. Exhale, return, plank pose. Lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Maybe exhale out of the mouth to release. One more side, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Find the variation with your chest up. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you want to interlace the elbows behind the back, just grabbing the forearm and releasing the front of the hip more. If you did interlace the hands on the other side, feel free to do the same thing here. Pull the shoulder blades together. Allow the front to open with every inhalation. Exhale, come back, plant your hands down. Step back, step forward, both feet forward, forward Uttanasana. Inhale, come up to standing, Urdhva, reach up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. We're going to add onto this, so bend your knees into your chair Utkatasana. Imagine you have a big beach ball on top of your head, and you want to pass it back. Really externally rotate the shoulders. Just a movement here. And stay in your deepest variation, squeeze. And exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Step both feet back into your plank, your variation of Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees down. Lift up into upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up here. Exhale, step the right foot outside of your right hand. You can do some movements here first to arrive in this position. And then I want you to bring the back knee down. Right hand stays down. Lift your left arm up. And really use the right hand and the right arm to push the knee nice and open. You can bring the left arm behind and maybe even catch the inside of the thigh, or just let it rest on the back. I want to go into a bind from here, so bring the right arm underneath and maybe you can grab the left hand. See that your shoulder keeps rotating up and you don't have to worry about the balance here yet. So really find that elongation in your spine. Connect the right shoulder to the right knee. If you need a belt, you can use that. Exhale, release the bind and just straighten the right leg and bend a couple times. Left hand stays down on the mat. Lift your left leg up. Rotate the other way. Right arm up. Twisted lunge. Bring both hands down on the inside of your right leg. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Let's try the other side. Lift the left leg up. And exhale, step it forward, outside of your left hand. Bring the right knee down. Left hand on the inside. You really want to have one line and bring the right arm up. Use the back leg as a support to find that length from your torso. Bring the right hand behind the back. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you can go all the way to the other thigh. Maybe you want to grab the bind underneath. Find the right hand behind. And instead of collapsing forward, try to really open, look towards the right shoulder, open the upper body. See what it changes if you don't have to worry about the stability through balancing yet. Exhale, release both hands on the inside of the left leg. Bend and straighten the left leg to release. And then come back into your plank. One more round, Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Shake your head up. Walk both of your feet to the outside of your hands. We're going to go a couple times from squat into a standing position. Bend and extend. If you want a little more, you can really place the hand down and come onto the toes. Inhale, step back into your squat. Exhale, push. Come onto the tops of the feet, maybe. And one more. And take a moment in your squat. You can bring the hands on the inside. Wiggle yourself into a really nice and straight position here. The hips sink down. Maybe bring your chin to your chest and find the stretch going from the head into the shoulder blades on the back. And release. Hands down. Find a hip width stance or a little wider. Bend your right leg and try to find that bind here. So you want to bring the right hand underneath and the left hand you can grab behind. Just drop the head. You can keep the right leg bent, also the left one a little bit. If you want more extension, you can straighten the left leg and really reach over your left side. You can play and see how much you can straighten the right leg. Exhale, release. Forward fold your hips from side to side. And then other side, bend your left leg a lot so you can bring the right hand behind and the left arm underneath for a bind. Stay here, find the space to breathe or push yourself a little deeper into this bind by straightening the right leg, maybe even working towards straightening the left leg. Exhale, release, fall forward in between your legs. And then walk the feet together in the front of your mat. Lift yourself back up into a chair. Sit deep. Come all the way on your tippy toes. Reach up with your heels. Try to sit on your heels. Then come back up slowly like an elevator and ground your heels back down. Exhale, bow forward, fold Uttanasana. Walk both of your feet back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, step to the outside of your right foot. Lift your right arm up first. From here we transition into side plank, so shift onto the outer edge of your left foot and maybe step the right foot back. Vashisthasana one more time. Push out of your left shoulder. Maybe without sliding on the mat, pull the right knee into your chest and step back forward in your twisted lunge. Really nice. Right hand down, left foot parallel with the back side of the mat, left arm up. You really want to have a 90-degree angle in your right leg. Bring the left hand behind. either inside of the thigh or just behind. And then take the right hand underneath to grab the bind here, this time with the back leg straight. If you feel like you need more stability, you know the version that we did before with the leg down. From here, look towards your right leg and step forward into the bind we just did. You're welcome to just stay here. If you want a little more challenge, you can shift the weight onto the left leg. And maybe just stay in this band variation. If you are really flexible, you can straighten the right leg into birds of paradise here. And then slowly as we came into this pose, we want to step back down, look to the floor, find your feet parallel, and then lift your back leg into the position, release the bind, and come up into your warrior two. Right palm flips over. Let's reverse it to elongate the side body here. Stay deep in your right leg. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two, straighten your right leg. And exhale, a Trikonasana. Right hand can stay on your leg. On the inside, left arm reaches up. If you want more, bring the left arm overhead, maybe connect with the right. Side obliques. Inhale, warrior two, rebend your right leg one more time. Exhale, windle it down to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Connect to your breath. The hips are the highest point. See how you can create comfort in this pose every time you arrive here. And now we're going to try the other side. Lift the left leg up. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, outside of the left hand. Lizard pose with the right hand down, twisted lunge. Left arm up. Find the stability on your right arm first. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. And then step back, side plank, Vashisthasana. Push out of the right shoulder. Hold for one more breath. Pull the left knee into your chest. And maybe without a sound, step it back where it came from. Left hand down, open your hip. Let back foot rotates, right arm up. Check your alignment. As we can't check it right now, you have to be responsible for yourself. Right hand behind. Take the left arm underneath and grab the bind. Or use your strap to feel the connection here. Look down to your left foot and you can make tiny steps with the right leg or one big one to arrive next to your left foot. Shift your weight onto the right side, maybe just lift the left heel up. Maybe you can shift the weight so much that you can actually stand up. Maybe that's enough. Last variation would be to straighten the leg into birds of paradise here. Exhale, release. Find the same way back into your pose like we came into before you release the bind. Challenge yourself a little bit. Right arm up. With the strength of the legs, come back up into warrior two. Left palm flips open, exhale, reverse your warrior. Stay deep in your left leg. One more breath. Come back up, warrior two, straighten your left leg. Trikonasana on this side. Reach forward first, right arm up. Keep the side open, try not to come forward. Find extension. Maybe arm overhead, maybe connect with the left. Inhale, come back up, warrior two for one more breath. Exhale, vinyasa, all the way back to downward facing dog. One more deep breath here. And then walk or jump your feet back to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Urdhva. Exhale, back to Tadasana. Lift your right knee into your chest by just engaging your core. Lift it as high as you can. Maybe even take the arms up. And then cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Keep the left in the chest. And then slowly sink a little deeper. Just enjoy the stretch in the outer hips. If you want to go deeper, you can connect the elbows to the knee and really reach forward with your chest. Inhale, come back up. Right knee into your chest. And exhale, step it all the way back into your high lunge this time. Bring the back knee down. Reach up with your hands. Imagine that baseball on top of your head again and really reach back with your shoulders to work from your chest. And exhale. Both hands down. Step back into your plank. Stay in your plank for a moment here. And then bring your right knee to your right hand. Hold. Exhale, straighten it up and back. Open your hip. Lean forward into your plank. Try to bring the right knee just floating on the right hand. Inhale one more time. Lift the right leg up. Open the hip. Exhale. Place the knee actually down on the outside of the hand and really let the hips sink. You can also come onto your fingertips. Exhale, shift back to downward facing dog. Or jump to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come up to standing, Urdhva. Exhale, Tadasana. Let's try the other side. Lift your left knee into your chest, arms up. Squeeze from your lower belly. A little higher. And then cross it over. Left ankle on top of the left knee, right knee. Maybe you want to slowly come forward and down. Feel the stretch in the outer glutes. Figure four. And really use the stability in your foot to deepen the stretch. Inhale, come back up, reach up. And exhale, step back into your high lunge. Bring the back knee down, reach over your head, arms back. See if the back bend feels better when you're warmed up. Exhale, hands onto the mat, step back into your plank. Lift the left leg up and bring it onto the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, reach up and back, open the hip. Exhale, floating on the left side. Push out of your shoulders. Inhale, up and back, open the hip. Exhale, one last time before you sink it all the way to the floor. Reach up with your chest. Maybe come onto your fingertips. And feel it in the right side of your hip flexor. Exhale, release. Push it back to your downward facing dog. Walk yourself back to the front of the mat, halfway left. Exhale, bow forward, fold Uttanasana. Bend your knees, come back into your chair. Come onto the toes, lift the heels, sit back on your heels. And let's find our Navasana from here. Sit back, lift up your legs either 90 degrees all the way into straight. Chest nice, wide and open. And try to just come onto your right butt cheek. Left butt cheeks lift. Hold the balance here. Inhale, come back. Exhale, left butt cheek. Lift the right up. Find your midline here. And exhale, slowly lower the legs down. Go into a forward fold from here. Bring your arms up over your head. Flex the feet. Exhale, reach forward halfway. Push the backs of the legs down. And exhale, surrender into your Paschimottanasana. You can hold onto the legs or just relax them next to it. Three more deep breaths. Breathe along your whole spine. Feel the difference from standing up. How do you relate to this pose right now? Inhale, lift back up. And then take your right leg into your hand. You can just hold one hand on the knee and one hand on the foot. If you are flexible, you can even bring it in the arm creases and kind of cradle it a little bit from side to side. Just loosen up the hip. And bring the right hand down, no matter if you just hold the foot in your hand or in the crease. And then roll onto your outer glutes. And the more you go outside of your center, the more you find juicy spots. Massage your butt. And come back up to sitting. You can either place the foot just on top of your left thigh and rest the right knee down. If that's too much for your knee, you can just bring it on the inside of your leg and lean forward. Or you can support your knee with a pillow. Find another forward fold. Janu Shirshasana or half lotus variation. Inhale, come back up. You can place the left hand on the knee and twist over your right body, right side, right shoulder one time. Exhale, release. Let's try the other side. Right leg extends forward. Hold your left foot and your left knee. Wiggle it from side to side. Or cradle it like a baby on the side. Keep the chest nice, wide and open. And then keep a hold of this leg, left hand down, and really roll on the glutes. If you have a hard floor, it's even nicer. I feel like, and a lot of us don't get a butt massage right now, so now you know how to give that to yourself if your buttocks is tight from sitting. Come back up. Place the foot either on top of the right thigh to the half lotus position or inside Janu Shirshasana. Find the length with your arms and reach forward. Find the depth with the breath. Come back up. Relax both of the legs forward. I'm going to give you two options to work on right now. So one would be an arm balance, where you bring your right leg just over your right shoulder like a backpack. You bring both hands down and you cross the left foot in the front and create that hook. You shift your chest forward and legs to the side. That would be one variation to try. Otherwise, you can keep the left leg bent and still hook the right leg over your shoulder. You can take the left hand to the foot and place the right hand down. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you want to straighten the leg into compass pose. Another variation would be with your strap. You can put the strap around the leg and just guide the leg up. Depending if you want to work a little bit deeper into your flexibility, you can bring the leg closer and really push with the right arm down. I'm going to show you the arm balance one more time. Hook the right leg over. The right hand needs to stay underneath, already planted to the floor. Left leg crosses under and flex both feet. I shift my chest forward and at the same time I extend my legs, and that creates the hook. My arms are like in a chaturanga position, pretty low. And if you don't make it, you're just gonna kiss the floor. I'm gonna give you one more minute on this side to try to work on or stay in your stretch. Then we try the other side. So bring your left leg like a backpack on top of your left shoulder. For the arm balance, place the left hand underneath. Bring the right leg on top, flex, shift forward and then extend. Take a little swing into this arm balance. For the compass pose, right leg is in, hook the left leg over, place the left hand down, same variation here, hold onto the shin, maybe the foot, or use your strap to extend the leg as much as possible. If you keep it bent or in front of your face, that's also completely fine. Play your edge a little bit, so you can become stronger each time. One more deep breath here. And exhale. Release. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to your ankles. Just make some circles around your center, to each side, to to just loosen up a little bit. And then take the outside of the feet, let your head hang forward and rest for a moment in Baddha Konasana. Easy variation, your back can just be round. Trust your body that it integrates what you just learned, and each time is a chance to learn something new, like a little detail. Come back to the question, how do you relate to yourself in each of the poses as we go through the flow? If we understand the relation to ourself, we can relate better to the people around us. Inhale, come back up. Take your feet together and cross it over to come back into your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, pigeon on the right side. Bring your right knee just outside of the hip. Really like to come onto my fingertips for a moment here. Lift up your heart and chest. If you want to have a deeper variation, you can interlace the hands here as well. Maybe lift your heart and chest up like we did before. And exhale, your sleeping pigeon. Maybe take your hands underneath your forehead. Surrender. Let the outside of the glutes relax. The connection to the lower back creates space. Bring the hands down and shift yourself back into downward facing dog. Straighten both legs. Feel the difference between the right and left. Lift the left leg up. Exhale. Pigeon on the left side. Make sure that both of the hips are pointing forward. Maybe just stay on your fingertips. Maybe become light on the fingertips. Or interlace the hands behind the back. Maybe lift the front body a little bit more. Active strength here. Exhale, release into your sleeping pigeon variation. Stay comfortable for some breath here. Come back onto your hands. Free your left leg from this pigeon. And bring it back into downward facing dog. If you want to go into a headstand from here, if you know how to do it, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, I'm going to guide you through a shoulder stand today. So bring yourself lying onto the back. Bring both of the legs up into the sky, hands next to your body. Lift the legs above your head. Place both of your hands on the lower back and find a good foundation with the whole back of the upper arm into the mat. You can try to just bring one leg up, see if that feels good for your neck. If that's the case, you can bring the other leg straight up. You shouldn't feel any pain in your neck. If you do, an easier variation If you have a wall close by, would be just bringing the legs up the wall and just have the same effect like being in the shoulder stance, a lumbar Samgasana. Just stay with your breath. Slow down the breath. Take 5 more deep breaths here. If you're in a headstand, same cues here. Try to breathe slow. You can bend the knees to bring the knees next to your ears. Release the hands from the lower back. You can kind of give yourself a hug and pull the knees even closer to your ears. If that's too much, just don't add the pressure. Take the hands as support to roll one vertebra at a time, all the way down to the mat. Place the feet down so you can tickle the back of the heels and push your hips back up into a shoulder bridge to just release the hip flexor one more time. Wanting to place the hands underneath to get more opening, you can do. Exhale, come back down. And go into a twist from here. So both hands outside in one line with your shoulders. Cross the right leg over the left. Shift the hips a little to the right, let the knees fall to the left side. If the interlocked legs are too much, you can just bring them parallel to the mat. You can add some more length by looking to the right side, pulling both shoulders down. Let gravity do most of the work here. Let yourself being held from this moment, from this pose, from your breath going in and out of your body. You can already close your eyes. Just sink a little deeper within yourself. One more deep breath here. And then come back up. We switch to the other side. Unwind your legs. Cross the left leg over if you did on the other side. And twist to the right with the knees and to the left with the gaze. Sometimes it helps to breathe in deep and hold the breath for a moment and find the shoulders even more down. And with the exhale, let your body arrive in a deeper variation. Our breath can do so much, especially when we feel stuck. Maybe find moments in your daily life where you just pause and breathe 3 times without doing anything else. Even though our life seems slower now, sometimes our mind is more crazy because of that. Inhale, come back up to your center. Take your knees into your chest. Let's give ourselves a nice hug. So bring the forearms down in front of your chin. Bring the nose to your knees. Squeeze. And exhale. Come into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Arms alongside of your body. Legs met width apart. Nice and straight. Maybe take one last deep breath here. Fill your lungs. And with your exhale, let the breath fade out of your body. Give yourself the rest that you earned at the end of your practice. Allow the feet to become heavy and relaxed. Allow the shins and the calves to just rest on your mat. The knees and the back of the knees to just release. The thighs that stabilized you and carried you through the whole flow. Let them become soft. No tension here. The hips can release, including the glutes. Feel your whole spine laying on the mat and the belly and the chest on the other side, nice, wide and open. The shoulders completely relaxed on the mat. No weight to carry. Allow the arms from the shoulders to the fingertips to release. The head at the back of the neck, just resting. Your face really soft. Maybe you find that inner smile that can travel through your whole body, creating that slight warmth and that bliss at the end of our practice. can you use this time right now to learn more about yourself, about the way you relate to yourself in different situations, and how you relate to people around you. How can we lift each other up by acting from a place of stability, from our center, from our core? And trusting that we can hold each other as we relate in a compassionate way. If you need to stay longer in your final Shavasana, feel free to do so. Otherwise, allow the bell to reawaken your body, to bring you back into this room. Let the breath deepen. Create gentle movements here by wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe nodding your head from side to side and give the back of your head a final massage. And then take your arms over to the side and give yourself a nice morning stretch. And with your exhale, stroll onto your favorite side into a fetal position. Use your arms as a pillow. What are you grateful for right now? There's always something that you can be deeply grateful for. Thank yourself for practicing today, making time and space for this experience. And then roll up into a final sitting position. Come back to a seated meditation. Observe yourself. Feel the breath moving consciously one more time. Connect your hands in front of your heart. Remind yourself of your intention of today's practice. Place it into your heart. And we end this practice by whispering Om Shanti 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 together. Exhale all the air out. And inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your hands to your third eye center, your seat of intuition, to your lips for always speaking your truth, and back to your heart. May you always be guided by your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you have any feedback or requests, just let me know. Also, I was teaching with a headset today and I was wondering if you could hear me better. Maybe you can just yeah, write something in the chat or write me personally. Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful sunny day. I hope you are in a sunny place like we in Berlin as well. Enjoy some nature time, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.